I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bengal 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete to John Ross. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Joe Mixon. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Joe Mixon, the ball
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Burrow under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game, showing up here in the first half.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. On second down now, it's Taylor. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain. Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. He gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Now Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Trial keeps moving.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. First down, Bengals.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First down, Cincinnati.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Yard on the play.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
a big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 75 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
The kick is...
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The wide receiver.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
45-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side,
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over 1st down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Taylor, the ball carrier. DJ Reader brought him down. It's a gain of 5.
From the 24, Winston. This is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jameis to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 41 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. To the air again, Burrow. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Campbell making the catch. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And some space here. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Winston. Incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. From the gun, Winston. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
They'll run the back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Back to the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of a yard.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier. Chidobe Awuzie on the tackle.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Once again, they run with Mixon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to do a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this to the end and get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. This effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Tonight's final score.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on